And good evening from the Blue Line Family Ice Center. Marian University men's hockey is on the air on the Marian Sports Network. I am Wade Bates as we have a huge NCHA conference matchup here today as we get into the dog days of January with Marian hosting the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons. Look at the standings in the NCHA's Northern Division. Concordia, Wisconsin sits behind Adrian at 6-3-1, but Lake Forest and Marian are right on their heels. Marian is 5-5 in league play, and they've been one of the hottest teams in the NCHA over the last, month and a half now through the holiday break after that brutal first part of the schedule that Lincoln Wins the squad had. They have been on fire since mid-December or so. It all started with a win over Superior. They took down St. John's, had a draw with St. Olaf's, and then swept St. Scholastica. Lost a tough one to Eau Claire, and then swept Northland last week to get back into the conference playoff race. It should be a great matchup here today. I'd like to welcome everyone watching, whether you're a fan of the Marian University Sabres or the CUW Falcons. Send me an email. Tell me where you're at to wadebatesradio@gmail.com. That's WADEBATES radio@gmail.com. When the Sabre pregame show continues, we're going to hear from Marian head coach Lincoln Wynn. It's Marian and CUW on the Marian Sports Network.
When I was 6, I had one thing on my mind. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball every chance I could. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T. Fast.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
The Sabre pregame show continues now as you bring in Marian head hockey coach Lincoln Wynn. Coach, kind of heading down the grinding part of the season here in the NCHA. Big couple of weeks for your squad starting out this weekend with CUW, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're in a position here to kind of control our fate through the end of the season, and, it's something we've talked about in the locker room here. So, again, it's controlling what we can control and managing parts of things that we can manage.
You talked in November and early December, believe in the process, and that's been the case here. It looks like you guys have fought your way back here to be right in the mix into the playoffs and to make some noise as we head down the home stretch.
Yeah, we like we talked about before, the first half of the season, with our schedule we had, it was going to test us, and whether or not we want to stay on the path, it was up to our locker room, and I'm extremely proud of the way that we've been. I think it shows a lot of gumption out of our guys and a lot of resiliency to stick with it and kind of put us back where we need to be.
What have you liked about your squad on the ice here that's really been the difference getting back to 7-7-1?
Again, I think it's belief in what we preach, and the things that we continue to work on is we're keep developing in those habits and parts of those games, and so it's just getting cleaner and more detailed in some of those aspects.
You've had a few games in now since the holiday break. Did you like how your team came back from the holiday break and got right back to it?
Yeah, it's always tough, after having a few weeks off and try to get back in the groove and to get tested right away with a strong team like Eau Claire. It kind of says, hey, again, here's a measuring stick of where we're at and where we need to be at. And then Northland's a very honest team, and they just took Stevens Point to a 1-1 overtime game last Wednesday. So Northland was a good test for us, and I think there are very, very strong parts to our game throughout that weekend, and some things we need to clean up. So I'm happy kind of after the weekend with our results here.
What can you tell us about CUW? They're ahead of you in the standings. I mean, looking at the numbers, they have 19 different players that have scored goals for them this season. Just what's the scouting report on the Falcons?
They're a fast, skilled team. They're a young team, and I think if we stick to our plan, and I think it'll frustrate them a little bit. But again, it's not really talking so much about them. It's more talking about us, and we know that they're going to be a skilled team. They're going to give us a game, and I know there's probably some bad blood after last year. So again, it's just controlling what we can control.
Coach, thanks and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Marian hockey coach, the Lincoln win. The starting lineups are coming up next. We'll drop the puck in just a few minutes. You are watching Marian men's hockey on the Marian Sports Network.
Apply online today at marianuniversity.edu/apply. You're inspired to achieve your goals at a college that meets your needs as a transfer student. Marian University is the transfer institution of choice, making it easy for students to earn their degree in the traditional or adult accelerated program in both online and on-ground learning formats. Students transferring to Marian find personal assistance in transferring credits, finding financial aid, and engaging in the Marian community. Marian University, embrace your inspiration. Apply online today at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Ballerina. Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
And welcome back to the Blue Line Family Ice Center. Wade Bates with Marian University men's hockey.